Today's episode is brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center, North Dallas's premier golf practice facility with over 65 grass tees, 2 practice putting surfaces, a short game area, and an 18-hole mini golf course. With covered and heated tees, it's the best place to practice your game year-round. The Highlands Performance Golf Center is located in Carrollton on Trinity Mills, in between Marsh and Midway. Give them a call at 972-733-4111 or check them out on the web at highlandspgc.com. Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, live from Tailgaters in Plano, as we are each and every Wednesday at 6:30 sharp when it's a bus-free show, which it is. If you're a fan of the bus-free show, but a fan of the Gerb Show, tonight's the Gerb Show. I'm your host, IndyCar Timm, and I'm joined by the aforementioned Dickie Pride of the show.
Wow, again, with Dickie Pride?
What?
I'm a little better than Dickie Pride.
Trip Keeney?
I'll take that.
All right, the Trip Keeney of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll take Trip Keeney.
She's got something for you right here.
That's the Chili Gerber of the show, if you don't mind saying that.
Now, I've met Chili Davis.
Yeah,
I've never met Chili Gerber.
Yeah, well, it's kind of the same.
We want to welcome everybody to From the Rough for October 27th, the recap of the Zozo Championship, as well as a preview of the Bermuda Championship, as the PGA Tour is on the third different country in as many weeks. And we'll get into that a little bit later in the show. But, Johnny, we did not do a show after the CJ Cup due to extenuating circumstances. And, of course, everybody follows along the picks by Johnny Gerber.
Is
the
that
world-famous picks by Johnny Gerber.
The extenuating circumstances just because I wasn't here?
Yeah.
You know, that was a winner. That was one of my winners, right? I mean, I won.
Yeah, we've got to cover your winners from the CJ Cup. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, for
All
sure.
Right.
That was Sung J M on a winner. That was a nice winner at 32-1 for sure. But we'll get in the gambling spot here in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you guys cut me off last week because you had a new host, or apparently I'm getting cut out because we talked about this earlier. We got a new host and co-host.
I thought I was the one getting cut out.
Well, you will never get cut out because no one can do what you do, right?
Anybody can do what I do right now.
So apparently,
a lot of nothing.
I heard the new moniker is From the Rough with the bus and the hearse.
The bus and the hearse. What am I? I'm still IndyCar Timm?
You might.
I'm just the driver of the bus and the hearse.
Yeah, I thought it was the beard. The beard.
The beard, bus, and the hearse.
Yeah. Now I listened to it. Hey,
wow.
Listen, I'm not. That was a very nice show. I mean,
it was a good show.
The only
Brady's
great. Brady's great. The only thing I'm going to tell you about last week is, no matter what's going to happen, the ham sandwich pick is the ham sandwich pick. It's not the goddamn BLT pick.
Yeah, that's right.
We ain't doing that because
Brady.
Because BLT is like the first on the sandwich board.
Is it?
It's pretty close.
All right.
The ham sandwich is bottom layer. So that's why I always give the ham sandwich pick, because it's like a long shot. If Brady, I know you're listening. We ain't doing this. It's always going to be the ham sandwich pick.
I think you've been called out. What about when he does his picks? He can call it whatever he wants.
Did he win anything last week?
I don't know. I don't have his picks.
Well, I promise you he didn't. So,
Bus has his picks.
Well, he can. I'm doing the picks.
Well, I do picks too.
Okay, well, there you have it.
I've got a winner from this week.
You do?
I do.
Who?
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
All right, well, you quarterback this thing then.
I'm trying. God, it's such a shit show. As it is each and every week. The Zozo Championship from Japan, as native and Masters champion Hideki Matsuyama wins by 5 shots. That's cool, right, for him to win over there?
Yeah, no, it's just.
Is he a rock star over there?
Yeah, well, he's the most celebrated athlete, obviously, and in him winning, in the Olympics and things like that. Obviously, he's the number one most recognized person in Japan. Yeah, for sure. He is. When you say he's a rock star, no doubt about it. He is the number one recognized person in Japan in the country.
We talked about that a little bit last week. About him being in his home country and playing in the tournament. Of course, the tournament wasn't there last year because of COVID. It was in California, California, right? Yeah. We talked about a little bit about him being a rock star over there and what it would mean for him to win. And by golly, he came and God, am I in the 50s? By golly, I said by golly. What the heck is that?
Brady Bunch.
Jesus Christ!
He's like Brady Bunch.
But the final round 65.
Yeah.
And just ahead of Steele.
Brandon Steele.
And Cameron.
Well, you can't go through the whole thing.
Well, you told me not to on this show.
We won't do it. You can go through it.
We can.
Brandon Steele screwed my mom. Well, there
you go. It wasn't really my mom. I mean, I just heard that in the crowd. I mean,
you just were quoting somebody that you heard, right? I'm sorry, Mama Gerb, if you're listening.
Nah, Mom. I spent a lot of time with my mom this week, so she gets it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I love her.
Brandon Steele shot a final round 66. Cameron, now is it Tringali?
Cameron Tringali, yeah.
Okay, because I called him Triangle last week.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you did.
Shot a final round 69. They tied for second. British Open champion Colin Morikawa, final round 69 to finish 10 back. Tokyo Olympics champion Xander Schauffele, final round 68 to finish even. And then one of my favorite golfers. No, and I'm not changing. You get on to me when I keep saying he's my favorite golfer because I only have one favorite golfer, and that's who?
Yeah, JD.
JD, my all-time favorite golfer.
Fair enough.
But I do follow some others, and Ricky Fowler is one of the guys that I cheer for and I root for. Final round 71, finished 3 over.
He's easy to like. He's a nice guy. Listen,
I like his little mustache, and I like his clothes.
Well, I don't like that, but
you don't like the little
man.
mustache?
Come on, man. No, but I, as a person, he's great. He does a lot for the game. He's the number one follower in terms of younger people getting the game, Twitters and things like that. But,
right.
I think he showed some form the week before at the CJ Cup, finishing second. And, the game is better. Like we always talk about before, we always talk about a lot, is the game is better when there's 4 or 5, 6 different people that are playing well. And he's one of those guys that the game is better. Hey, man, when he's out there. I mean, I like Ricky.
Ricky's good. I need to find out where he gets his clothes.
Puma.
Or if there's somewhere I can get those clothes.
Doesn't fit you, I promise you.
Well, I don't mean his actual clothes.
They don't have.
I mean the style.
They don't have 10 times XL.
Hey, it's only
they don't have 10. They don't. They don't.
Sir.
So, well, my apologies.
I mean, I was on a diet, but screw that. Apparently, nobody can notice. You know what kind of diet I was on? Seafood.
Yeah.
Seafood. I eat food.
Sea beer.
I see beer. I drink beer.
Yeah.
As everyone can tell if you're familiar with the show and the big show. So yeah, I was pretty proud of Ricky though. Finishing 3 over. Now we talked about last week a little bit, Johnny, while you were gone, Brady and Bus and myself, about what's tournament the CJ Cup right before that.
Yep.
With the winning score was what, 25 under?
Yeah, 25 or 26. It's just it was a second.
Rory
week.
McIlroy.
It was a second week in Vegas, right? So they
right.
stayed there for 2 weeks. So you kind of looked at the guys that played there for 2 weeks and just got worn out for Vegas, right?
But scoring wise, and you and I have talked about this on previous shows, I'm not a fan of the 20 plus under winning a tournament. To me, that just means the course is set up too easy, or they just shouldn't even be playing there. To me, that's like watching a football game that's 75 to 70 at the end of the game.
Well, the last week, the CJ Cup was a little bit different event than the Shriners because it was a shortened field.
Right.
So there was it was a limited field event. The fans are coming out there. They want to see birdies, man. So it was 70 player event. The week before Shriners, 16 under, 15 under one. So the next week, listen, it's a half a field event. So they want to come out there and make some birdies, make it easy. It's more of a spectator event. It's still a tour event itself.
It's not interesting to me.
I think it's pretty cool.
Like even a 15 under to me, man, that's to me, that's pushing it.
Weather's been perfect out there for 2 weeks. There's no rough.
Right.
Those guys are good, man. I mean,
it was 59 degrees out there today because I was looking at some stuff on the course today, and they have a live, weather deal. 59 degrees in the middle of the day out there today.
It's chilly now. They got rid of it, but that 2 weeks at 26 under par. Listen, 70 people. It's an entertainment event. It's still a PGA Tour event.
Sure.
They're not setting any rough up. The week before Shriners, multiple field, 40 players.
Right.
Kind of half the under par that won the golf tournament.
Yeah.
A little bit different. So when you have those limited fields events, they're not trying to make it hard. They're not trying to make it brutal. They just want to make it entertaining. And good for those guys. There's no cut, right? So there's very few guys that shot over par for the week. And if they did, that's on them. The guys who shot over par or didn't contend, those are the guys you knew that stayed way too long in the casino.
Right.
So
that would have been me.
Yeah, well, it'd been me too. It's been me.
Have you played? I was gonna say, have you played a lot out in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Or?
And, I do. I like it out there, but it's it's not my number one place to go play golf. I want to do other things out in Vegas besides play golf. Right.
But the golf's good.
It's a desert golf. It's desert golf.
It's fun to watch on TV. I just like the contrast.
It's fun. It's not my type of golf, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, did you have any surprises come out of the Zozo? Anybody that didn't perform well that you thought, or
not really. I think it's just you look at these high end players. It's playing this time of year before Christmas. Are they trying to get reps in? There's no season-ending golf anymore, right? There's not an old school. It's like you got 2 months off. So some of these guys are still trying to get some reps. But the cool part about this segment now, maybe 2 weeks ago in terms of Christmas, is giving a lot of opportunities for these young guys to get some reps, get an opportunity to win, especially this week when they go to Bermuda. There's some, circumstances that's not really happening in Bermuda right now. But it gives a lot of opportunities, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It gives a lot of opportunities. These guys that, hey, man, everyone can play, man. And it's just a given week that these guys can win.
Right.
And it's really cool to see some of these guys that kind of perform and get some starts and win.
Well, it was a fun tournament to watch. I'm a big fan of Hideki Matsuyama. I don't know anybody that's not a fan of Hideki. Maybe you.
Yeah,
there's some weird people you don't like. Some weird guys that are on your list.
Weird,
that you don't like.
Because I don't like them because they're weird. How about that?
You like me?
I mean, well, you're the 1%er.
A little bit.
You're the 1%er.
A little bit. No, big fan of Hideki Matsuyama. Again, this is just going to solidify his rock star status over in Japan.
Yeah,
winning PGA Tour event over there.
Yeah.
Just a second attempt, really. I mean, what they had the Zozo 2 years ago in 2019 when Tiger won.
Yep.
And then they didn't do it there last year, of course, as I mentioned, due to COVID. So, first win in his home country on a PGA Tour event in just 2 tries.
He was always the Ryo Ishikawa was kind of the rock star in golf in Japan before Matsuyama came about, and he kind of petered out. There's a lot of pressure. I mean, imagine, I don't know, 50 million people when you're the number one star athlete. Ryo Ishikawa.
I mean, I deal with that when I walk in here every week. It's crazy.
So, anyways, imagine 50 million people. No, but he is the number one recognized person. He's handled it well, right? I mean, he's handled it. Winning the Masters, he was always the number one rock star in Japan before he won the Masters.
Right.
I mean, just imagine, as golf crazy, even more so it is here. He wins the Masters, and then it escalates.
Right.
He's handled it. I mean, I don't know how better you can handle it, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
So I mean, golf is golf like baseball? There's got to be baseball stars over there.
Golf is way bigger in baseball.
Is it? I've never been.
Way bigger in baseball. Golf in Asia.
Or soccer?
Golf in Asia is the biggest sport.
Over baseball, really?
Way bigger. Just way big. Golf is the number one sport in Asia. It's way bigger.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Way bigger.
What about soccer? Where does soccer stand? Or ice hockey?
Golf is way bigger. It's the biggest. I mean, what else? I mean, there's not a 1A, there's not a 1B, 1C. I mean, it's
right.
Soccer is irrelevant. No.
So you want to get to your picks because you've wait. Did we talk about CT Pan and the CJ Cup? You already boasted on yourself, right?
Yeah. I didn't. That was your sleeper. That wasn't mine. Well, let's get to your picks. Tim's
my picks for Zozo?
Yeah.
All right.
Joaquin Niemann.
Joaquin Niemann to win was my pick.
Yep.
Tied for 28th at even par.
Yep.
I had a top 10 Colin Morikawa.
How good for you.
Tied for 7th at 500. Now, how come?
I mean, good for you.
When I get one right, I don't get any credit from you. All I get is shit.
Well, I mean, you got to get more than one right.
I get every now and then I hit on one, but I'm not a golf guy. I'm not even a picker. These are just literally darts at a dartboard.
Well, that's not true. You actually know about golf.
Well, don't tell anybody that.
Well, I mean, just don't.
And then I had my sleeper was CT Pan. Of course, he tied for 57th at 7. Oh, I probably could have shot 7 over on that course.
No chance. But next.
Well, at one of the holes.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
So I hit on one of my picks, but of course, our show motto is I make picks for fun.
Bad news to beat you home.
No, I make picks for fun. Johnny makes picks for money.
Yeah, he's got to put up that candy.
So let's see what Johnny did for the Zozo.
Yep.
I don't have yours in front of me because remember I had the wrong ones. So you'll have to run through yours.
Cam Smith finishing in the top 10 plus 600. That's a winner.
Oh, these are the right ones. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I do have the right ones. I thought I had the wrong ones on here.
Cameron Tringali finished in the top 20.
Cam Triangle.
Yeah.
So you had running through all of yours, you had Hovland at 28-1 to win.
Yep.
As one of your winners, tied for 18th at 18 under. Kevin Knopf, 55-1 to win. You had Charlie Hoffman at 80-1 to win. He tied for 28th.
The Hoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Hey, that's right.
Your ham sandwich was, by the way, I confessed this on the show last week. I have no freaking idea who Chris Kirk is. I never heard of this guy.
Well,
at 150-1, you had him as your ham sandwich. He tied for 48th at 4 over.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10, you had Scotty Scheffler.
Yep.
By the way, I met Scotty Scheffler's landscaper over the weekend.
Where?
Like I had a touch with fame at the bar. We were hanging out together. We have some mutual friends that we were hanging out watching football while I was working over the weekend.
Where?
Where what?
Where were you at?
I was working. I was with my Sports Illustrated cohorts watching football, right?
You don't want to say it on the air?
No, we were at End Zone in Plano.
Okay. End Zone?
Yeah. I didn't pick it. That's where our work thing was. No, but a mutual friend of somebody that was there. Stacy's his name, the guy that owns it, and he was there, and we got to talking golf. And
so Scheffler's landscaper.
Scheffler's landscaper. That's my claim to fame. That's my brush with celebrity right there.
Okay, let me circle that one. Let me circle that.
Scotty Scheffler, you had it for the top 10. He at plus 255, he tied for 38 to 15 under.
Yep.
And then one of your hits. Do I still have these sound bites on this board? There it is. Cam Smith plus 300.
I need one of them.
Tied for 9th.
There's a lot more than one of them.
One of your hits this week.
Oh, okay.
From last week.
Okay, all right.
One of your hits, Cam Smith, plus 300, tied for 9th at 20 under.
Thank you.
For your top 20, you had Russell Henley at plus 175. He barely missed it, tied for 25th at 17 under.
Yep.
And then Cameron, don't call me Triangle Tringali.
Yeah.
Plus 180 you had for your top 20, and he tied for 2nd.
So that's a winning week again. I mean, it's just a winning week. It's just what we do.
He tied for 2nd, and he was 5 strokes back.
Mm-hmm.
That's a winning week for you.
And I had a winner the previous week with Sunjay M at the CJ Cup. So we're on the right track on winning on.
We're all drunk.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
So congratulations to Johnny on.
So there's 2 winning weeks out of 3 when we started the season.
Right.
So we're on the right track, guys. So listen, there are 7 people that are following my picks. You should be embarrassed if we don't have 107.
How many people follow you?
7.
7?
I don't know.
It's
way more than that.
I'll start betting.
I'm
gonna start betting with your picks.
So we have 8.
Is there a subscription service for your picks?
Oh, soon.
You have to subscribe?
It should.
You should start charging because of your success rate.
I know.
I'm going to start charging for mine, and mine aren't nearly what yours are.
I know. End zone. Go to the end zone.
Go to the end zone and get them live every Sunday during football season.
Go to the end zone.
The Bermuda, Johnny, from the Port Royal Golf Course. What's up, Ford? Southampton, Bermuda. Again, the 3rd consecutive week the PGA Tour has gone to a different country. They went from Las Vegas, America. Is that how you say that? Las Vegas, America?
It's not really America, but it is in the proper.
To Japan, and then to Southampton, Bermuda.
Yeah.
So lots of Sky Miles going. Lots of shopping in the Sky Mall catalog, I think, for these guys, right?
Yeah, man, it's a lot. Well, first off, the guys who coming from Japan are not really playing Bermuda because they're kind of resting because it was a limited field last week, right? So the rub is Bermuda is still an English
territory
for sure. Yeah. So all this.
They've got a Tringali there in Bermuda.
All this COVID stuff is going on right now. There's so many regulations of getting in and getting out of Bermuda, which is great. They've had 0 cases. Okay, less than 1% cases of COVID.
That's 0. It's close enough.
So they're all these regulations are doing great. So that's why they're having all the players are having problems of getting in, getting out. But it's still a PGA Tour event. I mean, they're getting in, man. So if you're again, this is one of these opportunities for these young guys, to play, get in the event. What's happening now is when you fly in, you have to be quarantined for a day.
That's a little island to go quarantine somebody too.
So it's a wee island, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting quarantined for a day, and then whenever you get in, most of the guys get in on Tuesday, so quarantine on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the tournament starts Thursday. So if they're getting in on Monday, they're not getting many reps. So my picks this week was really based on players that have success on the golf course. It's been there 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't changed. So the guys who played that golf course before, they don't need a lot of reps on that golf course. They already know.
Right.
It's a hilly, windy place to play golf, and it's a really cool place. There's a little bit of backstory, and we'll talk about it a little bit after my picks about that place. That one of my boys that I travel with when we were playing in South America and stuff like that. It's just a great guy. He's playing in the field this week, Michael Sims.
Mm-hmm.
His father was a pro, is probably been the pro since up until like 3 or 4 years ago. He's from Bermuda, great dude. Played the Korn Ferry Tour for a long time. Played the PGA Tour for a year. He's from Bermuda. He's playing in the field this week. Michael Sims is 35, 36 years old now. But he'll get in this field every year if they hold a Bermuda, and they should.
Right.
He made a cut last week. He's actually made the cut for the tournament the last 2 years, ever since they had it.
Right.
That's where he grew up playing golf. And it's a really cool story. If you watch golf, they'll probably tell the story about Michael Sims and his father.
Really?
And yeah, it's great. And it's great. So everyone listening, watch the event this week. Michael Sims is a good dude.
CBS Sports said that this event's gone from 132 golfers due to withdrawals down to 130, and they depleted the alternates list. And it mentioned that this should be a good, like you mentioned, a good opportunity for a lot of KFT players.
Yep.
With the depleted regular PGA Tour pro field. So yeah, there's not going to be a lot of the big names there that you see, but that doesn't take away from the competitiveness of the golfers that are there and the camaraderie that they're going to get while they're there.
The bottom line is you still get your PGA Tour win. You still get in the Masters if you win. You still get in the, Kapalua. I mean, it's a PGA Tour event. Unfortunately, the regulations that they have in Bermuda, it's fortunate and unfortunate for a lot of people. Depends on how you look at it, right?
Yeah, and I was going to talk about that Masters a little bit. Of course, this was formerly an opposite field to the WGC HSBC champions that was elevated once that tournament was canceled. So 500 FedEx Cup points available to the winner and a 2022 Masters berth are all on the line here. So it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You're just going to go to win. And I mean that's huge for some of these KFT guys to get that Masters
massive
berth there, that automatic play in. So yeah, that's amazing.
You're gonna watch TV. The people who watch golf, you're gonna see a lot of players you maybe not recognize, but listen, they can still play. And watch these guys because they're if they're playing this event, they have an opportunity to play an event. But there's trials and tribulations to get in Bermuda. They want to play golf, and it's a great opportunity for those guys to really make it happen. And look for one of those guys that you don't maybe not heard of to win the golf tournament.
Sure, I mean it's a good opportunity.
Yep.
Any one of those guys can win. And
yeah,
I kind of hope one of these no-name KFT guys do come up and win. Just to make a name for himself. Maybe make the Masters next season a little more special. And
I didn't pick them this week, but it wouldn't hurt my feelings if they did.
Through some of my other deep-seated research, Gerb, I don't know how you feel about Matt Fitzpatrick. Now, I'm not into my picks yet.
Yep.
But couple of places that I went and looked at said Matt Fitzpatrick should have a good week. Just the courses mentioned the course is going to play somewhat short, which should be good for his game.
Yep.
How do you feel about Fitzpatrick?
So he was my number one pick this week, and it had zero to do with the length of the golf course.
Right.
Had everything to do with the wind. This golf course is going to blow. I mean, it's a short
water.
It's a short golf course, so everything's on the water. He was my number one pick, and I never, I never picked the favorite.
So he plays well in wind, right?
Yeah.
It seems like I remember the 2019 Arnold Palmer. They mentioned he finished second in gusty conditions.
Great wind player, you know. So he wasn't the guy. I never pick favorites, but he's the guy that. Listen, he Ryder Cup. I think he's got some. I think he wants to win a little bit. He's coming there. It's not for him to have a vacation, but even though he's a favorite, I think he's due to win. Maybe this is the opportunity for him. He's 16-1. It's hard not to pick him.
Let's tell you what. Let's go through my picks here.
Okay.
Before we get into yours.
Your picks
sponsor.
or your.
My guesses who's going to do well.
Yeah, guesses. Yeah.
My guesses who's going to do well.
Your guesses.
By the way, brought to you by BetUS.com, the 3-decade leader in sports betting. Bet casinos, horses, live gambling on their website at BetUS. Use the promo code DSP125 for 125% cash bonus on your cash deposit, or the promo code DSP200 if you like to bet with crypto on your crypto deposit, which basically means if you're putting $100 in on your cash deposit, you're getting an additional $125 thrown at you, an additional $200 with the crypto if you do the crypto thing, which I still don't know how that works. One of these days, Colby's going to have to explain this to me.
He needs to explain it to me too. Yeah,
I still don't think it's a thing. I can't hold it in my hand. I'm not sure it actually exists. But BetUS.com, you go over there and use our promo code and have all the fun that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So my guesses, I guess I shouldn't call them picks. So I'll just start calling Tim's guesses.
What'd you say when you started gambling and put it in there? You said you're not going to bet it. You were going to what?
No, we did that before, and I can't remember what I said.
You said it. How do you not remember?
I don't remember. I've been drinking. I don't remember. I'll try to think about it.
Thank you.
So my picks, my guesses, and I've got one of the unknowns here. Mito Pereira.
Yeah.
I think he's my pick to win.
It's a great pick, actually.
Top 10, Thigala.
Yeah.
For my top 10.
Yep.
And I've got a sleeper, Jason Duffner.
He's definitely a sleeper in a lot of ways. I mean, he might fall asleep on the 8th hole.
I was going to say, does he have narcolepsy?
Yeah, he's definitely a sleeper.
Those are my 3 guesses, I guess we'll call. But we mentioned Fitzpatrick, 16-1 for your winner. Who else did you have on the winner's board?
So we have Adam Hadwin. Here's why I like Adam Hadwin. He's one of those guys that it's a new year. I'm really good friends with his caddy. Spoke to him, say, hey, listen, he's in really good form. He's been practicing all winter. This is one of those opportunities for Adam Hadwin, the Canadian guy, to win an event, early season event with a short field. I really like him this week at 35-1. One of my boys, man, who's played well the last few years there, Ryan Armour at 50-1. He finished 5th in his first year, and he finished 17th the next year. It's one of those golf courses that you really have to know. It's really hilly. Is
he related to Tommy?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Hey, that's a valid question.
And I don't know why. In my ham sandwich pick this week, and I don't know why, the defending champion, Brian Gay, and he finished 5th 2 years ago for the inaugural event. He's 100-1. He got there really short, but he knows the golf course. He's one of those guys that getting there is not going to hurt him. He knows the golf course better than anyone. So he's never finished out of the top 5 in the 2 years that the event has happened. From what I hear, his game is in good form. So that's what I'm looking at with him. He defending champion. Top 10, again, I'm going to bank my money on Brian Gay at plus 900. A great golf course for this guy that a lot of people maybe never heard of. He flights the ball really well. Short golf course, incredible short game. Teddy Potter to finish in the top 10 at plus 2,500.
What kind of return is that bet?
If you bet a $10 bill,
you get.
Oh no, I'm sorry. If you bet $100,
$100, right?
You get a $2,500 bill.
Why would you not do that?
I like the guy. He hasn't been in really good form, but it's a really good golf course for him. Top 20 picks. Bo Hostler to finish in the top 20 at plus 300. My only rub with him is he hits the ball really high, and that golf course, if it's really, really brutal windy, it could really hurt him a little bit. And on the backside of that is Graham McDowell finishing in the top 20 at plus 300. He's a polar opposite of Bo Hostler, right? He's a flighter of the golf ball. And from what I hear from my people in Orlando, he's super dedicated on his game right now.
Yeah.
And he's on the grind. He's one of those guys that won a Pebble, won the U.S. Open, winning conditions. To be honest with you, if you're looking at a guy that's going to win a golf tournament this year, look at Graham McDowell. I really like him having a really good bounce back year. Look at him. I really like him. So those are my picks this week.
Nice. I like that. I like the Potter pick, and I like the McDowell pick.
Yeah.
I may have to scrounge up some pennies and see what I can come up with over at betus.com on those for sure. What else did you have? You had something we were going to talk about after the picks.
What?
We were going back to something after the picks. I don't remember what you said.
Chris Kirk?
Yeah, Chris Kirk. That was it.
I like Chris Kirk.
Oh, that's all you had?
Oh, man.
Oh, I thought you said you had something you wanted to talk about. I don't know. Never mind. This is what I get for trying to run a show.
Yeah.
Moving on, Johnny. Getting out of the rough. Do you have anything before GOTR?
Well, Mills is out tonight, and here's why. So I was very fortunate to play with Mills last week, and I'm going to give a prelude.
Why didn't y'all do a live call-in of Johnny and Mills?
Well, you can't have phones at Murfield Village. I mean,
you could go outside. Muirfield Valley?
Murfield Valley. We can't really do that.
What do you mean you can't have phones?
So Mills got his.
No. Go back to you can't have phones. What do you mean?
We're not going to goddamn Plano Muni.
You can't have phones anywhere on the course?
No. It's a real place. Like it's a real.
Is that a jack rule?
Yeah, it's a rule. I mean, it is a jack rule, but no one wants to have their phone.
Well, y'all weren't out playing golf at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night.
You can't have them in the clubhouse. You text. You can't be on your phone. It's like the Cowboys Club here. You can't be on your phone.
Oh, none of us are rich enough to get into the Cowboys Club.
Right?
I wouldn't know.
Well, let's get that application proud. So you can't have your phones. So
why would you be a member there then if you can't have a phone?
That's the beauty about being a member. It's just golf, man. Nobody wants to do a bullshit out there.
I got my distance finder. Everything's on my phone. What? Do they not allow those either?
No.
Range finders?
They got Yeah, they got range finders. Oh, so they got drones out there. They just cut your phone shut off.
Drops a little bomb on you.
It's the 12th greatest golf facility in the country. They don't need phones.
And it's a municipal course, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. If you have to worry about your phone at Murfield,
I have to worry about my
don't
phone
go play golf out there. I mean,
I've never been invited.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. You probably won't.
So you're allowed to text, but not be on your phone.
You can't be on your phone. You can text.
What were y'all doing hanging out in the clubhouse at, what was it, probably 10 o'clock at night by that time?
Oh, it was tired. We got tired. But Bills beat our ass.
Who else was there?
Me, my boy Danny, and my boy Tom Detling.
Danny Dimes, the quarterback of the Giants?
Yeah, Danny Emmenager, who's the member.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a member.
I thought Mills was a member there.
Yeah, Mills, no.
I thought he was.
They would let Mills in. But they kick him out after a year because he's a sandbagger.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave Mills a shot a hole at one of the hardest golf courses in the country. He made 8 pars. He's an 18 handicap.
Right.
He gets a shot a hole. He made 8 pars.
With the shot a hole.
He made 8 pars.
Oh, okay.
And then he got a shot.
Okay. So he whooped your butt, didn't he?
Thank God he had that COVID booster tonight because it had been a whole show on Mills how hole by hole he kicked my ass. And it might be next week.
I'm surprised he didn't just fight through it and call it.
No, he tried. I tried. He tried.
He couldn't.
He must have been real sick. But he had a great time. Like I said, it's one of the greatest golf facilities in the world. Blessed to be there. But we had a great time. It was when we teed off, it was 52 degrees, cold, windy, and Mill's the grinder. He just grind.
Well, he's a drinker. Most drinkers are grinders.
We don't drink on the golf course. No.
Wait, what? No phones and no drinking?
Well, we don't have. There's no carts, so we're walking. So there's no golf carts there. It's
by
real,
rule?
It's real golf. But there's no golf carts.
Did you have a pull cart? Or did you carry your clubs?
What's the next?
Wait, do they provide caddies?
I guess, yeah, with caddies.
Wow, so it's like Bushwood.
Well, I guess that's it.
You know what I'm talking about? Bushwood.
Yeah, no, there's caddies. There's no carts.
See, I've never played anywhere like that before.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played anywhere that doesn't have golf carts.
No, there's no carts.
I thought that was just a thing that everybody had.
No, I mean it's you ever watch it? We watched the Memorial. That's where they play the Memorial.
I know that. But
what?
That's
what?
a PGA Tour event.
Yeah, that's where we
play. Of course, there's no golf carts.
Yeah, but just membership. There's no golf carts.
You can't even bring your own. I just don't understand why somebody would go play golf without a golf cart and a beer cart. So there's no beer cart either.
Wow. What's it? Deadly
Sometimes
7.
when there's only one pickle in the pickle jar, you just got to eat that pickle.
I guess so. Wow. We didn't even play the intro.
4!
Yes,
and now, the Highlands Performance Golf Center in Carrollton, Texas presents Getting Out of the Rough on the From the Rough Golf Podcast. 4!
So that's a lot of applause for me to get into this story. As got the story of a deadly 7-wood, Gerb. You play with a 7-wood?
Yeah, on my run sheet, it says 78 wood. So I don't know what that 78 wood is.
Okay, you know what? I type like 700 words a minute. I can't stop and fix every single mistake.
Was there supposed to be a dash there, or?
There is a dash.
Okay, all right, sir.
Okay, look down. You'll see the dash.
After 78 dash wood. Okay.
Good Lord. You know what? I don't even want to do that story anymore.
Yeah, please do.
No,
because I heard Playboy after that. So
there is a Playboy themed story after that.
Please go.
Do you play with the 78 wood?
No, but please go.
Do you play with a 7 wood?
No.
Tell me what woods are in your bag.
Like real woods, or
yes, real clubs. What clubs do you have? What woods do you have in your bag?
A 3 metal and a hybrid metal. It's like real wood, like a persimmon.
So defeated right now. Do you not call them woods, even though they're metal?
You're so happy this is my last show, isn't it?
This is your last show ever?
So happy it's my last show.
Ever?
I mean,
I don't even know what we're doing.
Well, let's get to that 78.
You still haven't answered my question. It's Gerb's last show.
3 wood and hybrid.
Okay. So, I mean, a driver, obviously.
Yeah, I don't call it a driver wood.
But it's a wood. It comes in a set of woods in your bag.
No,
when you buy your bag at Sam's, it comes in the bag and then the clubs that come in the bag.
Whatever you say, sir. Whatever you say. I'll let you run with that one. Yeah, yes, sir.
Johnny, don't ever use a 78 wood or a 7 wood, as Stephen DeMacher found out, who was convicted of first-degree murder in October and denied a retrial earlier this week in Prescott, Arizona, according to the Associated Press. DeMacher was previously found guilty of murdering his ex-wife. Listen for the red flags, okay?
Well,
murdering his ex-wife, aged at the time 28, Carol Kennedy. A 7-wood is believed to be the murder weapon in the bludgeoning, although it was never found. Experts examining the victim's skull testified before a grand jury that the breaks were similar in shape to a 7-wood. DeMacher handed a head cover from a missing 7-wood from his golf bag over to authorities, which was used as evidence, along with the fact that he'd stashed money and clothes on the golf course near his home, and his golf bag was missing a 7-wood. DeMacher, now how old did I say his ex-wife was?
24.
28.
That comes to 8 wood.
DeMacher, age 60, is believed to have killed Kennedy while she was out running in the woods behind their home, and then to have stashed the body inside the home to make it look accidental in order to collect on her life insurance policy.
What state is this?
Prescott, Arizona.
There you have it.
So number one, we have the 16-year-old man murdering his 28-year-old not current wife. She's already the ex-wife. With a golf club out of his own bag that is clearly missing because the club cover is still there. But the club is missing. Stashed the body in his own house to make it look like an accident. How do you accidentally bludgeon yourself in the head with a 7-iron? I mean, I'm sure someone could do that. So just red flags all over the place. By the way, footprints and bike tracks from the woods to his house helped convict DeMocker in the absence of an eyewitness, with DNA tying him to the scene and the supposed murder weapon.
You know, it's so. How did he get caught? I mean, really? I mean, just
so you're 60, and your 28-year-old wife's too old for you. So you're going to divorce her and then kill her.
That wasn't the first part. Oh, wow.
I gotta buy a 7-iron.
Can we?
Got some
7 wood.
ex-wives.
7 wood.
I'm sorry, 7 wood. I have a 7-iron.
Can we get? I have to go to the restroom, so we can get to the next part.
Playboy golf mishap, Johnny. From the "Don't try this at home" category, a model suffered injuries when a golf trick went wrong. Liz Dixon is suing Playboy and Playboy radio host
Her name
Kevin
is
Kline.
really Liz Dixon.
Liz Dixon.
And she's from Playboy. Her real name is really.
It doesn't say real or fake name. It just
Did
says
you make
her
that
name.
up, Liz Dixon?
I would have made up something
Playboy.
better, like Jugs McGee or something. Let's call her Jugs McGee.
Liz Dixon. We'll
Jugs
go with
McGee is suing Playboy and Playboy radio host Kevin Kline for suffering injuries when she was struck by a golf club. Now, clearly, this was not a 7-wood.
I was going to say, is that the same 7-wood?
Was not a 7-wood.
Is this the same story? Is it going?
The incident occurred during now listen to this, the Playboy Golf Finals on March 30th, and Dixon is suing for $500,000 in punitive damages. Now, let me have a quick editorial moment here. So, wait, there's a Playboy Golf Finals, and that's an actual thing that happens every year.
Are you asking or telling?
Yes, no, I'm asking. Why are we not doing a live show from there every year?
I didn't really know it's a real deal. I mean, you messed me up on the 8-wood and 7-wood.
Back to Jugs McGee.
Okay.
CBS Los Angeles says Jugs McGee willingly participated in the trick, but Kline missed the target and struck the plaintiff on the buttocks, causing injuries and damage.
Did they really say buttocks?
Yes, it's written right there, buttocks.
A Playboy article, just say ass.
Well, it's not a Playboy. That's not where I found it.
Oh.
I found it on the AP wire.
Okay.
According to that report, Jugs McGee was a Playboy girl of golf in 2011. Oh, so she's probably too old now. Don't even look good. So again, that's a real thing. There's a Playboy golf girl. We have to do more research for this show.
Yeah, just.
I certainly hope Jugs McGee recovers, but what about Mr. Kline? Aside from his own emotional damage that must come from accidentally hitting someone in the rear end with a golf club, it sounds like he needs to seek professional help from Johnny Gerber for his golf swing.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot between the 8-wood and
78 wood. What would that look like if there was a 78 wood? Like, how much loft would that be? Like
the loft on a sand wedge, a lob wedge is 60 degrees. So 78 would be 78 degrees.
Huh.
That would just
talk about a lob shot, right? I got a million of them. I can do this all night. Got anything else for us tonight, Johnny?
Well, even though Mills is not here, we got to play the theme song, and I'm going to tell him to go to hell because he's listening. So let's.
Oh, that was the wrong button. Somebody almost cussed on your show, Johnny.
Who?
Where's Mills?
Colby.
Where's Mills? Where's Mills?
This is a waste of our MFing time.
Colby, sir.
For the first time in the history of our show, I actually know where Mills is.
Uh-oh. Well,
he's sleeping he's sleeping at his house.
You sure he's not out night putting right now?
No, for the booster Covitas. And I'm gonna leave him alone tonight because if there's one night he wanted to come on this show,
because he never does.
Oh yeah, right. They really wanted to come on the show. This was the night. So I know he's really sick. So I'm going to call him in the morning.
All right.
We might do a recording.
Record your conversation and we'll play it midweek.
And we'll play it midweek. But Mills, we love you. Get some rest. Had a great week last week, and yeah, there you have it.
Let's see.
Where's Mills?
Well, you just answered that question.
Yep.
So yeah, that's going to do it for the From the Rough Golf Podcast, America's favorite golf podcast, live from Tailgaters and Plano as we are each and every Wednesday night, brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center, North Dallas's premier golf practice facility with 65 grass tees covered in heated tees. It's the best place to practice your golf game year round. We're getting into that time of the year, Johnny. We got some rain, some chilly weather.
Yeah.
You guys got the covered in heated tees. It's amazing facility. That awesome indoor putting
It's
studio.
amazing. It's amazing.
All the technology, and it's not crooked and curved because they installed it. It's crooked and curved and breaks because it's supposed to.
Well, this might be apparently this is my last show. I guess this is it.
It's not.
I got
we haven't hired anybody else yet.
I got kicked out. So we'll see. We'll see
guess
if I'm
that's
here
it.
next week. I guess that's it.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center, North Dallas's premier golf practice facility with over 65 grass tees, 2 practice putting surfaces, a short game area, and an 18-hole mini golf course. With covered and heated tees, it's the best place to practice your game year-round. The Highlands Performance Golf Center is located in Carrollton on Trinity Mills, in between Marsh and Midway. Give them a call at 972-733-4111 or check them out on the web at highlandspgc.com.
I have a 5 through 9, a pitching wedge, a gap wedge, a sand wedge, and a lob wedge.
Don't mark that. Oops.
Shots fired!
Lance is currently running from anal. This is a waste of our MFing time.
All right. Well, I'm calling time of death on not just the top 9 at 9, but